What's goody, everybody? I apologize. I was having technical difficulties because because of my Friday night show. I got banned from Twitch for a little bit. They're gonna give me time to get my act together, but it's not getting my act together. I'm just not gonna do my Friday night show on Twitch. But it's 9:04 and it's another Tuesday. Gotta give thanks to the Most High for allowing us to make it. Wow, I don't know what was going on, but yeah, it wouldn't let me log in. So we're here now. Did everybody have a good weekend? Did you have a productive weekend? Did you make the best out of it? What did you do? What did you do to occupy your time this weekend? Me, I worked. I worked. Didn't really go out, didn't do anything like that. I worked and made some money. So it was a productive weekend for me. Last week, we had a very, very good discussion. We talked about Luigi, how I believe he's a new Manchurian candidate. As you all notice, that has drifted to the background. There's been new stories that have happened that have basically replaced Luigi. So he's on the back burner now. Now we have another school shooting. We had another school shooting yesterday in Wisconsin. I think they said that first they came out, they said 6 people had died, then they said 5, and now it's 3. So it was a girl. That is the different. That is the difference in this school mass shooting as opposed to other mass shootings. Is that the perpetrator was a female, and she died during the shooting event in Wisconsin. But they haven't come out and say if it was the police that shot her or if she shot herself. Not really sure why they haven't came out with that information. But yeah, another school shooting. There were some other people that were shot. I think some of the people were in critical condition. So our thoughts and prayers go out to everyone that was involved in that situation. But yeah, it's terrible. What could happen to make they haven't even said how old she is, 13, 14 years old, to go to school and expire her classmates and a teacher. But like I said, our thoughts and prayers go out to those people in Wisconsin. But tonight we're gonna talk about what everybody else is talking about. I mean, Travis Hunter and his girlfriend, and why is everybody picking on this young man? We've all gone through these types of situations. Growing up, it's a part of growing up. But why are people so in tune with this young man's relationship? Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm in tune with it too, and I may have my opinion, but you know, when is something too much? When is something too much? I mean, he's got people coming in from all angles. Um, Everybody is talking about this young man and his fiance. We're gonna talk about it too tonight. And I'm looking at it from right now. I'm looking at it from Travis's point of view, but yeah, I'm gonna have my say about it as well. But the thing we're talking about tonight is why does Travis Hunter's relationship matter? Is it because things that have transpired have happened in the public eye and everybody sees it, what's going on, and the play that's going on right now? The ladies of High Talk have come in. Wow. Now, what's going on, ladies? Is that RB? RB? What's going on? How y'all doing? Thank you for tuning in. Like, what's going on, YWG? I know you having good fun in Brazil. I looked at the videos you sent me today. Yeah. I know you're having a really, really good time. Really good time. But yeah, why is everyone so interested in Travis's relationship? Now, there have been things that have transpired, and we're going to look at some of the videos that are questionable. But people have questionable things happen in relationships every day, and it's not broadcast. Is it because he's in the public eye and people see what's going on? Why? Or is it that people don't want to see another young man fall victim? And then there's just more. I mean, he's come out and he's seeing how this stuff is affecting her, and he said she's been crying and carrying on and things like that, saying that she's getting beat up, she's getting bullied. But is the bully getting bullied? Because you can look at some of the instances and you can say that she's kind of bullying Travis. And you can tell by how he's handling some of these situations that this is something new to him. This is something new to him. The dynamics of their relationship. And with any young man, we've all been through it, man. We've all were able to get that girl that people were like, how did he get her? How did he get her? And your nose is wide open. Every man that's ever pursued a woman, his nose has been open. It's happened to all of us. It's happened to the best of us. It's happened to the worst of us. But it's happened to everyone. Every man that has chased a woman, pursued a woman, has had their nose open. It happens. Is it because it's in the public eye? And his nose is open. It's just wide open. Because anytime a girl tells you on live TV, your YouTube page or whatever, that, yeah, I was not attracted to you when I first met you, and I didn't like you. And then to double down on that and say, yeah, he was in the friend zone for a long time, and then Travis is saying, yeah. I was in the friend zone for a long time. Any man that's ever been in the friend zone, can you get out of it? Can you get out of the friend zone? Okay, that's one thing for the men. Can you get out of the friend zone? Once you're in the friend zone, I think you're in the friend zone. There's a reason that you were in the friend zone. And there are different things that can bring you out of the friend zone if you're a man. But most of the things that are going to bring you out of the friend zone as a man are going to be a detriment to your psyche because you already want this woman. You may come into some money, you may get a good job, you may sign a proof of contract. There's different things that you could do that could pull you out of the friend zone. But when you get pulled out of the friend zone, it's never to the benefit of you as a man. If you get pulled out of the friend zone, she is coming up off of something. That's just my look at it. You never come out of the friend zone. Friend zone is purgatory. You're there. You're just there, and then you're just wandering. There's no way to get out. There's no way. No one can come in. You, you can't get out of the friend zone. So if a woman tells you you're in the friend zone, and now she's your woman, you need to step back and look at the situation. Step back and look at the situation. And there are red flags. There are red flags. We see it. And there's just more stuff that just keeps coming out. And, you know, there's just more stuff that just keeps coming out about this young woman. And Travis is like, it's his woman. He knows his woman. Maybe he already knows that she used to be a stripper. Maybe he knows this. Some men, it doesn't matter. Maybe he knows all this stuff that people are talking about. Maybe he already knows this. Maybe he already knows she's a controlling woman. Maybe he doesn't have a problem with it. If he doesn't have a problem of her being controlling, why should we? Why should we be so? Why are people so invested? Is it because we don't want to see another athlete lose half? Because he's on his way to losing some money. You guarantee that. She's setting herself up for the next play. But regardless of how we feel about it, maybe we should just let that man go through his situation. I mean, we'll talk about it. But sometimes you just got to take a step back. And there's a lot of athletes that are weighing in on this too because everybody sees the play. Everybody sees it. Everybody sees it, but why do we care? Is it because he just seems to be such a nice guy. I'm going to be honest with you. I have not seen a athlete's nose this wide open since Mike Tyson and Robin Givens. He gives me Mike Tyson, Robin Givens vibes. That's what this whole situation, that's what he gives me. That's what it gives me. It gives me Mike Tyson, Robin Givens, where a guy gets a woman and he's in over his head. He's just probably the most beautiful woman he's ever had in his life. Probably the most beautiful woman he's ever had in his life. And when you're a man and you get that first dime piece, when you get that first dime piece, you don't want to lose that dime piece. It's natural instinct. You got something that you've never had. It's like that new toy on Christmas. It's like that new toy on Christmas. When a man gets his first dime piece, it's like that new toy on Christmas. He doesn't want to lose it because he feels as though she is the best thing that's ever happened to him. We've all gone through it. Is it because he's about to sign a crazy contract and people just don't want to see this woman come up off of him? Why? Why are people so invested into it? To their relationship. Now, just granted, she says stuff and they do stuff that people are going to comment on it. What's the big deal? I mean, if she gets him to marry her in Tennessee, where Tennessee really doesn't honor prenups. Neither one of them are from Tennessee. Neither one of them are from Tennessee. Why does she want to have the wedding in Tennessee? It's because Tennessee really does not recognize prenuptial agreements. But someone has to school. I mean, I'm hoping that I'm hoping that Dion is having conversations with him about being young and having money and how people can play the long game. People can play the long game. Janet Jackson, she played the long game. She married the guy in Saudi Arabia. She had a contract that she would get this amount of money if she had a baby. She had a baby. And then she would get this certain amount of money if she stayed in the relationship for 5 years. 6 months after that 5-year period, Janet Jackson divorced that guy. Now she has whatever amounts of money that the man said he would give her for giving him a child and for staying with him in a relationship for a certain amount of time. She played the long game. Now, as I said, we all see that Travis Hunter's in over his head. But why does it matter to us? What's going on, Score? What's going on, Carl Sweets? M. Mitchell? Ladies. And this, to the ladies. Why are, I mean, there's lots of ladies that are coming out that are saying this, that, and, the usual. She's not for you. I mean, even though we all see it, why does it matter? See, this, we're going to talk about the certain things that have happened, but, we're not passing any judgment because, like I said, every man has gone through this. Every man has gone through this. Is it because he's a public figure? Or is it he's about to be a billionaire? Eventually, he's going to be a billionaire. You got people coming out talking about this man's looks. Now, when I was growing up, it was weird for a man to comment on another man's looks. That's this generation is different. Oh, he's ugly. I mean, if you're saying a dude's ugly, then you looking at him in a romantic type of eye. So it's kind of weird. Kind of weird. People saying he's ugly and all this type. Man, there's somebody out there for everybody. He got all his teeth. He likes to smile. He's gonna make a lot of money. Like I said, he knows his woman. Maybe he likes this men out here who like controlling women. There's nothing wrong with that. It's women out here that like controlling men. There's nothing wrong with that. So, why is it a big deal? I'm asking y'all. Because it's us, the general public, that are making all these comments and commenting on their relationship from the outside looking in. I mean, like I said, even though you can see stuff, there's stuff that you see. There's stuff that she's done. She tries to clean it up and she makes it worse. You come out and you're saying stuff and then you say, oh, but Travis cheated. Who needed, I mean, have you come out and say, I used to be a stripper? No. You can't come out looking for empathy and throw somebody under the bus? Or is she young too? Are they just young and in love? And we are, people are just voyeurs. People are voyeurs. People like to see train wrecks. Yeah, man, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, Mitchell, he got nice shoulders. Yeah, man, you look nice today, brother. That's about as far as that goes. You ugly, man. Man. Like your suit, like your tie. There's nothing wrong with men complimenting each other, and I'm not saying that, but yeah, when you start talking about he's ugly and yeah, you don't. I mean, I would never say, oh man. I mean, yeah, we do. We play the dozens and stuff like that, but I don't know. Commenting on somebody's looks and other than the dozens is kind of weird. It's kind of weird. But why is it? Do people want? I mean, usually people want to see a train wreck, but in this instance, it's like everybody is doing everything in their ability to get this man to leave this woman alone. Is that a good thing? Because as we know, when you got that first timepiece and your nose is wide open, and people tell you don't do something, you're gonna double down on it. I mean, they already got the date picked out. May 2025, right after he gets out of football mini camp. That's when they're getting married in Tennessee, in Chattanooga, Tennessee. When did Chattanooga, Tennessee become a destination to get married? Is Chattanooga, Tennessee a destination to get married? Ebo, thank you for coming in tonight, Ebo. Ebo said his relationship doesn't matter, right? People need to leave that young man and his girl alone. They're young, and it has nothing to do with any of us. Why are black people like this? We are a sad race. Why are people so gung ho on getting this man to leave his woman? Like like Evo said, leave that man and his woman alone. Oh, okay. See, something I did not know. Chattanooga has some nice chapels. You're telling me something. Chattanooga and marriages. Why anyone would pick Chattanooga, Tennessee? Now, and that's no disrespect to Chattanooga, Tennessee. I got a homeboy I went to high school with, G Rob. He played for the Mocs. Yeah, he's a Mock legend. So yeah, I'm not talking crazy about Chattanooga. It's not what we're doing. It's not what I'm doing. I'm just saying, who goes to Chattanooga, Tennessee to get married? Other than somebody that lives in Chattanooga. Like I said, Tennessee, they do not recognize prenups. Is that why she wants? Is that why she wants to get married in Tennessee, or is it just a coincidence? Is it just a coincidence? Like Ebo said, Ebo, Ebo. Like Ebo said, it's that man's life. I had one boy, homeboy, tell me the week that's the cost of doing business. Her getting some of his money is the cost of having a nice looking woman. And I said that was crazy. Am I wrong, you all? Is child support for 18 years, alimony, and a woman taking half your money? Is it just the cost of having a baddie? It's like that's what they want to call themselves. Is half your money and 18 years of child support, is that the cost of having a baddie? Is that what this is? Because my homeboy said, and I told him it was crazy, and he told me I was crazy for saying that it's not. So somebody tell me, is that a robbery or is that a fair exchange? Have my money and 18 years of child support for a bad. Is that a fair exchange? My homeboy said it was. Is it? And Mitchell said, we don't want to see a train wreck, but we will see, but we will when she runs them pockets. She's fattening them up for the turkey for Thanksgiving when he gets that big money. Oh man, we like I said, we all see the play, but is it our place? Is it our place to tell if he's not gonna listen to Dion? What make you think he's gonna listen to some people that mean nothing to him? He basically came out with a video and said that bloggers and stuff, he gonna sue him. He wants people to stop talking about him and his girl. Now I hate to tell him this, but can't stop people from talking about you, Travis. You're in the public eye, man. You're in the public eye, man. Maybe you should just take a rest from social media. Take a rest from social media and just concentrate on y'all because people are not gonna leave y'all alone. Bud Files, how you doing tonight? My man YWG said, "Nah, give me a 5 over a dime any day." If I get a 5, if I had, we didn't have these type of problems getting dime pieces when I was growing, but I wasn't a pro athlete, so it's a different level of baddie. You got the bag. I know some people that got the bag, and yeah, they're women on a different level. Different level. There's a reason you don't see dudes with money with rats, hood rats. There's a reason. Now they may be radish in their ways, but yeah. I apologize, ladies. I didn't mean to how it sounded. Yeah, I did. Pontoon Jody. How you doing tonight? But yeah. Is it because we don't want to see this man lose half his money? Is that why people are, all up in arms, commenting on his relationship, telling him he needs to leave his lady, telling him that she ain't no good for him? That's not going to do anything but make him double and triple down on it. And the people that are telling him to leave this woman, I mean, who are they? Who? Now, I will say this. The general public that is speaking, they can't speak on these terms because they've never had the money. They've never had the money that he's going to have, and things like that. Now, pro athletes are also coming out and speaking on this because what I'm saying is, regardless of if we see the play or not, is it our place to speak on it? Even if we are going to speak on it, is it our place? Is it our place to give him advice? Sometimes people don't want advice. Sometimes people don't just want you to mind your business. YWG said, "A fool and his money will soon part." And I think that, I'll say this. I think that the reason that men are some men are so invested in this is that we know the hurt that he's going to feel. We know the hurt, and we know he's going to feel it. And the reason that we know he's going to feel it is you can see the look on his face when she says when she flares up, when her nostrils, when her Hispanic nostrils get to jumping, when her Latina nostrils get to jumping, and the smoke get to coming out, he is flustered. He's point case, the picture that I have up, this picture right here, this picture right here. Did you see how flustered he was after this interaction when they were talking to him? They were talking to him, and he was looking into space to try to figure out what can I do to make her happy. Right there, that picture that you all are looking at, the thumbnail. She knows how to fluster him, but it's not a, like I say, it's not. It's nobody wants to see anybody do that, but relationships and things like that. That's why Dion is being kind of white glove with this situation. That's why Dion is kind of being white glove. Is because sometimes you got to let people go through their experiences on their own. Sometimes, even though you see the train wreck coming, you got to be there to just dust the person off after they've gone through it. Some people, it's a I told you so moment. But sometimes, it's not about that I told you so moment. It's about you learn. Sometimes you have to watch the train wreck and pick the person up and dust them off. They have to learn on their own. And I think that's why people are so emotionally invested, because they don't want this mistake. They don't want it to be a half of his money mistake. Because he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He don't drink. He don't go out. He don't. She came out and said she drinks. She's Latina, so she drinks. She's going to drink her tequila. She's going to party. She drinks tequila and she likes to party. And Travis, like I said, maybe it's just him. He took her to the club. Her and her girls going to the club. He sits outside in the car and waits. Maybe that's just him. Some women like to party. Some men don't. That does not discount the love. If this man loves her, nobody is without fault. Everybody has faults. Wow. He's a beta. Wow. And Mitchell says that he's a beta. Jesse Lee Peterson. Wow. Not Jesse Lee Peterson voice. You know, you don't want to see people. You don't want to see people take losses, especially if the people look like you. Nobody wants to see somebody that looks like themselves take a loss. And it goes for any culture, any race, whatever, whatever. You never want to see the downfall of your own people. I mean, unless you just, I'm not gonna say that word, what you would be, but yeah. But are people overstepping their bounds? And back to what I was saying, the reason that Dion is being so white glove with the situation, because yeah, you can tell somebody about their relationship and they can cut you off. We know people that are married and a woman trying to, whether she's right or whether she's wrong, a woman trying to tell her, oh, your husband, that ends friendships. Men too. Oh man, your woman, man, she ain't shit, man. I seen her at the club, man. The dude was grabbing her. That ends relationships. You have to be, unless you just got, some friendships are like that where you can be 100 and you can speak like that. I mean, those are the types of friends you want. But it seems like he doesn't have. And Shador has even said things like, man, she control. Like Shador was like, man, we trying to take a boys trip, man. You can't even take a boys trip, man, because she control. So there are people, but they say stuff jokingly. Shador is saying stuff jokingly, but you can joke with somebody and you can mean it. But you can't impress what you want onto this person. You can lose friends like that. Sometimes you don't say nothing. You just be there to help dust your friend off. That's sometimes what a friend you can. I saw it, but I wasn't gonna say nothing because those types of conversations in friendships. If it's a real, yeah. We all know people that have tried to tell people about their relationships, their marriages, men and female, and that ends friendships. You think Dion want this dude? He's basically raised this dude for the last 6 years or whatever. They already had a relationship prior to him signing, so yeah, that's a touchy situation. A B C D E F G H I said it's just a bunch of gospel beta men who have nothing better to do with their time or their minds. What about the ladies though? A B C D E F G H I. What about the ladies that are doing this? What are they? Now you can say what you want to say about the men, but on the other hand, what are the women? We look at both sides of the coin here. So if you say that about the men who are saying stuff about, what about the women that are saying stuff? Hey, Scorp's over there making them hats. She's over there knitting. She got that knitting needle out. She got that knitting needle out. It's a bunch of A B C D F G H I said it's a bunch of beta men gossiping because they ain't got nothing better to do with their time or their minds. What about the ladies? Are they the same thing? It's the opposite. Nobody wants to be told that their partner's no good. That's what people don't understand. Nobody wants to be told that the choice that they made and the person that they chose is no good. Nobody. I don't know nobody that wants somebody to come, hey, man, that girl, man, she ain't no good for you, man. Gotta leave. Yeah, people when you tell people stuff like that, they get further from you. So you gotta be real gentle with that approach. You gotta throw little stuff out there. Like Dion said, so y'all gonna get married. What I don't have nothing to say. Dion said I don't have nothing to say about that. Y'all gonna get married, and I give y'all my blessings. But Dion said I'm going to write the prenup, and it's gonna be thick like a phone book. Now, to the discerning eye, it was a joke, but he was serious. That's kind of the approach that you have to take. say stuff in a joking, yeah, you can get with her, but I'm gonna write that prenup, and it's gonna be thick like a phone book. Now, Travis can take the information how he wants to take the information. A lot of times in these situations, I've seen it. A lot of times in these situations, after the fact, your friend will be like, man, you seen this shit happening and you didn't say nothing to me? You'd be like, nah, I didn't say nothing to you because you would have cut me off too. And they'll laugh and be like, yeah, you're right, I would have. Yeah, you would have. Men and women will cut their friends off for their significant other if they feel that everybody is wrong. Seen that happen too. Sometimes you just gotta let people go down that rabbit hole on their own. He'll either learn from the situation or he'll make the same mistakes over again. It's like a dude that have a baby. And he's like, damn, if I'd have put that condom on, I wouldn't have no baby. And then he go and make 2 or 3 more babies. You said you didn't want to have a baby and you wish you'd have put the condom on, but now you got 3 more babies. What happened to the condom? It's one of those types of situations. And then there's people that's like, man, sometimes you get what you ask for. Let that man find out on his own how these women are. Then there's other people saying, man, I don't want this dude to make the same mistakes I made. Sometimes you gotta let people make their mistakes. Then when they come to you in the end and be like, man, why didn't you? Nah, cause if I'd have said something to you, you'd have cut me off. You wouldn't have listened. And it seems like that's the type of situation we in. Cause Shador was like, y'all get married, and Trav was like, yeah, we already got the date. And Shador was like, what? Y'all already got the date? And Shador started laughing. He started laughing. And then Travis said, yeah. She said, oh, good. He said, man, y'all can have it at Daddy's house. And he was like, she want to get married in Tennessee. See, now, Shador knows. His daddy has schooled him to this stuff. Shador has grown up. His dad has schooled. He's seen his dad go through different things. He's already been schooled to this. So he's like, Tennessee? Why y'all getting married in Tennessee? He said, you ain't from Tennessee. She ain't from Tennessee. He said, man, that's just where she want to get married. And Shador was like, sometimes you got to let people go in that deep end on their own. You throw a life preserver. Sometimes you got to let people go in. Yeah. Sometimes people got to find out on their own that fat meat is greasy. It will pop you. Bacon grease does sting. I don't eat bacon no more, but bacon, yeah. Sometimes people got to learn. We got Van. Hey, Van, thank you for coming in. Thank you for leaving your opinion, Van. It's value. We value everybody's opinion. Van said, I just think it's sad when people go to their YouTube, Instagram, DMs to say nasty things about them. There are also a lot of lies being told. Some are mature enough for marriage, some aren't. We all grew up. We all went through this. We all had fights. We all won. We all lost. But you're better for who you are because of the experiences that you went in, the experiences that you had. We're all better people because every experience is a learning experience, whether it's a good experience or a bad experience. The good experiences reinforce what you do. The bad experiences make you change what you do, unless you're insane and you do the same things over and over, expecting different results. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I said 5 years together. If she wanted to trap him for a bag, she could have had plenty of babies to trap him by now. That's the first thing people do to trap. Right? That's right. And we don't even know if they have sex. Trap seemed like the kind of dude where he might be the type of dude to wait to marriage to have sex. Travis comes across that like that. Like, he may be straight edge. He may be straight edge. We don't know this. People don't just come out and say, I'm a virgin. I want to have. If a man came out and said, I don't want to have sex till I'm married, he would get ridiculed. He would get ridiculed. We joked on, bad or not, we joked on people that was virgins. That's what men did. No man wants to come out and say, I'm waiting until I get married to have sex. Until after the fact. We don't know this man. Maybe this man. Maybe that's why he's so excited about getting married. Because he's going to get some for the first time. We don't know this. People make lots of comments without knowing really what's going on in that circle. It's all guesses. Well, some of it's guesses. And some of it's conjecture from some of the stuff we've seen. But, I mean, is it our place to say anything? Like I said, I'm plenty people that's intolerant, man. That grease is hot. Don't touch that grease. Maybe he like pain. Maybe he want to get burnt by that grease a little bit. You never know. You never know. Van said, Tennessee is a destination state for wedding ceremonies. They are bound by its right. They aren't bound by its laws. So, Van, is that I mean, to the people out there that watch it, is what Van just said, is that a red flag? I mean, should we pay attention to that? Is that a red flag? Should we pay attention to that? Is that a red flag? Tennessee is a destination state for wedding ceremonies. They aren't bound by its laws. So you can get married in Tennessee, but you can file for divorce in California and still get half. And Mitchell said he about to become a bad guy after this experience. That happens. Lots of women create villains. Lots of women create villains. Lots of men create villains too. AB B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I said, why would she wait when marriage is not promised? She a bad gold digger. No, what I'm saying is Travis may be the one that doesn't. I mean, bad gold. Wow. Basically, A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I said she giving gold diggers a bad name by it. If that's the. If, wow. She's a bad gold. She's a bad gold digger. Oh wow, that's a first. I have never bad in the way that A B C D E F G H I saying. I've never heard it, a gold digger called bad in that light. But hey, you learn something every day. But is he about to become a supervillain? You never know, man. They could be married and have 10 children and never have no problems, man. This is maybe we're just, people are just, people are mean. Maybe people don't want to see that man happy. Like I said, some men like controlling women. Maybe he's just one of those dudes. I don't think you're a beta male because you like a woman to take control. I mean, you just ain't an alpha male. I think it makes you a beta male. Whatever. Van said, nope. They definitely are fornicating. They've been living together. Yeah, they are fornicating. They dance moves. They two on point together with their dance moves to not to be fornicating. So yeah, I'm with you on that, man. I'm with you. I'm with you. Marriage is a progression. Exactly. Relationship is a progression of friendship. Marriage is a progression of relationship. Man, I like how you think, man. I like how you think. Okay. So YWG said, yeah, it's a red flag. She wants to get married in Tennessee. Yeah, it's a red flag. I mean, like I said, we're not talking about the stuff we're seeing. We're just saying, why are people so? The more they talk about this dude and this girl, the more he's gonna double down. He might. He seemed like he the type. He might push the wedding up. They might get married on New Year's now because everybody talking. I'm joking. I'm joking, Trav. Don't do that. Don't do that, Travis. Don't don't do that. Right. Oh, dang. Van said no. He will not become a villain. Okay. Van said, why is it a red flag that she wants to get married? And you said it, Van. You get married in Tennessee, they don't prenups in Tennessee marriages aren't recognized. You said it yourself. What's the red flag? That ain't a red flag. I bet you she ain't signing no prenup. I bet you Travis don't ask her to sign no prenup. Even though Dion said it's gonna be thick like a phone book. If that girl tell Travis she ain't signing no prenup, you think he gonna say we not getting married? I don't think he's strong enough. But that's my opinion, and that don't mean I I gotta voice that to him. And fellas, men, y'all know, man, y'all done, your homeboy that got that girlfriend and you know she is terrible for him, or that your homeboy that's married to the sea urchin, you know it. You don't voice it to your boy. You go a lot. You go a lot, man. You come on now. We dudes do it all the time. Now You need to have friends that you can talk to that can be 100 straight up with you. But everybody's not built like that. Everybody's not built to take constructive criticism like that. That's why I say you can tell by the way that Dion is handling the situation that he knows who he's dealing with. He knows this young man. You can see, she flusters him. He's in love. He's in love. He doesn't want to do anything to change how he thinks she feels about him. Everybody sees it. But you have to be white glove with the situation. This is not a situation where you can be hands on. This ain't a man. Nah, no, no. I know people that said something to somebody about someone, and 20 years ago, the person still don't like them for telling them about their significant other. That's a hard conversation. Everybody's not built for. Everybody can't take constructive criticism, especially that kind of constructive criticism on the choices you made in your mate. Hard conversation. Wow. Lisa Love said she's already a villain. Why would he be? She's the villain. Okay. We got a lady that has said that. We got a lady, Lisa Love. I think that women that have male children probably pay attention to this situation closer than women that don't have male children. And women that have girls probably look at this situation different than women that have boys. A mother that's looking at this situation is going to pull her son to the side and say, "This girl ain't for you." His mother kind of did that in her interview. People were deciphering her, but they missed. She said that you are the prize. And I think that was a direct shot at his fiance. Because his fiance plays it like she the prize. He taking pictures. He's doing the Heisman thing. He's taking pictures with execs. And she talking about, why am I here? She said that, and everybody in that room where they was taking pictures stopped and looked at her. And he was like, go to the room. And he's got to take pictures. He was like, and then he have to go right into smile. So one thing we know is Travis Hunter can act. He can act. He can act. Right. They won't be bound by Tennessee law. They actually have to live in, and they're not living in Tennessee unless he played for the Titans. And Mitchell said marriage law applies to the state you marry in, not where you live. Right. Okay. And Mitchell said that it applies to the state you marry in, not where you live. But people file divorce in California all the time. Van said, I heard someone say when he was at Jackson State, he was told by Dion to protect his assets. They say he plans on getting a prenup. Why is everyone saying he's not? Okay. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's my thing is I don't think Dion's gonna let. I wouldn't think that Dion is gonna let this dude. If anybody's gonna have that hard conversation with Travis about these types of situations, it's gonna be Dion. Dion and I would think Dion and Shador. He said Shador is his best friend. I would think. I would think. He didn't really say where his father was. He made mention of his father and that his father isn't able to be here. He didn't really go into it, so I'm not gonna speculate on where his dad is. But just his dad is not in the public eye. He isn't around. He isn't able to watch Travis. But hopefully, at some point in time, he will be able to. We're not gonna speculate on where his daddy is. I'm not gonna say nothing. I don't know. Travis didn't say it. And I'm gonna say what Travis said. Travis said his daddy can't watch him play. He can't play, but he loves him from afar. We'll leave it at that. Van said the marriage laws in Tennessee will not apply to Travis and Leon. They have to actually live there to divorce there and be bound by Tennessee law. Okay. Van, you a lawyer. That sounds like legalese. Are you a lawyer? The marriage laws in Tennessee will not apply to Travis and Leon. They have to actually live there to divorce there and be bound by Tennessee law. That sounds like legalese. You smart, Van. Mr. Mitchell, why are you so set on this about Tennessee law when they don't live there? It will not apply to them. It won't apply to them. So Tennessee, it's kind of like when you get married in Vegas. Is that what y'all was saying? Because Vegas is also a wedding destination spot. People go to Vegas to get married all the time. Got a whole bunch of chapels. Are Vegas marriages recognized? This is something that I'm gonna have to do some research on that. But yeah, let this man live. We coming up on the hour. We just passed the hour mark. Hit the like button. Share this video out. Subscribe to the page. We have adult conversations. We go back and forth, but we never argue. Everybody's opinion matters, but we don't argue. We may become a little heated, but never arguments. It's an exchange of ideas. Oh yeah, I'd like to thank all my new subscribers. We're on our way to 2,000. I got 10 subscribers last week, so now we are 9 subscribers away from 2K. 2,000 subscribers. I've been doing this for a year, y'all. Hey, I ain't fly by night. It's a work in progress. So I had a poll, and the poll was, are people out of line for commenting on Travis Hunter's relationship? We got 18 votes. 56% of the people said yes, people are out of line. 44% of the people said no. People can say what they want to say. I think you can say what you want to say, but there's tact. There's tact. There's couth. We're living in times where there's not a lot of couth. People are couthless. Calm Sweet said, if you get married in Tennessee, even if you don't live there, you have to abide by their marriage laws. Okay, Carl Sweet, have you ever been married in Tennessee, or you know somebody who was married in Tennessee? Is that how you are expert on this? Unless they change it now, but it was like that in 2021. Okay, so according to Carmel Sweets, if you get married in Tennessee, even if you don't live there, you have to abide by their marriage laws. Okay. Marriage laws are different for every state. Some states make it hard for you to get divorced, like Maryland. In Maryland, when you want to get divorced, you have to be separated for at least a year before you can file for divorce. A year. So basically, they saying you're gonna have a year to work this out. Okay. Van said only the ceremony is there. So basically, what Van is saying is that they're going to get their marriage license somewhere else, but they're going to have their marriage ceremony in Tennessee. And Mitchell said exactly. I think he's talking, I'm not sure what he's saying exactly to, but okay. Okay, Carmel Sweet said, my cousin got married in 2019 and he still had to abide by their marriage laws and he lives in South Carolina. Okay, okay, okay. Is he still married? Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. And subscribe to the page. If you like adult conversation, we don't do a whole bunch of yelling and calling. Yeah, like now, I'm not going to say we don't. We do call people names. You will get joked on here. That is, yeah, you will get joked on here. So that is one thing. Okay, Maryland changed it to 6 months from a year because there were a lot of people that were complaining about that. Like, if I want to marry somebody, if I want to divorce somebody, I don't need a year to make a decision. But the year was for you to decide to get back together. Because, like some people say, it's cheaper to keep her. Wow. Carl Sweet said, nope. And he had to go through hoops to get out of it. He had to go through hoops to get out of the marriage. YWG said he had to do the 12-month bid to get away. So YWG, in that 12 months that you have to go through before you can file for divorce in Maryland, do they make you take counseling? Van said, actually, what people are getting at is the prenup laws and divorce, right? Which you have to be a resident there to go by Tennessee laws, but they have to be a resident. Okay, understood. We're getting some high level information. That's the information we get in adult conversation. So yeah. So it's hard as hell to get out of a marriage in Tennessee, but when dealing with prenup laws and divorce, you have to be a resident there to go through Tennessee law, but they will not be like, yeah. So they're getting their marriage license somewhere else, and they're gonna have their ceremony in Tennessee. So everybody's been up in arms about prenup laws and things of that nature. Just know that they can have the ceremony there, but they're not bound to the laws. YWG said no counseling. I just stayed away as far as. Now, what I'm saying is the court mandates that you have to wait at least. Well, they did. They mandated that you have to wait at least a year, but do they mandate marriage counseling? Because it would seem to me that if they're mandating that you have to be separated for a year before you can file, that they would mandate some type of counseling to try to keep y'all together. Because that just seemed like, if you separated but you're still married, that just seemed like you can get caught cheating. So they can put a private investigator on you, and then when it come time to divorce, they can say there's irreconcilable differences because you cheated. But y'all been divorced, but y'all been separated for 9 months. So it's kind of weird. Those laws, kind of weird, kind of weird. But got a little bit off subject. Get back on subject. Okay. Why is everybody up in arms about this man's religion? I mean, we talk about it, but let that man live. Let that man have his damn peace. Now, there's people, like I said, there's people out there that will say that ain't no woman worth half your money, and then there's people out there that say that's the cost of doing business with a dime piece. You got two sides of the coin. Me, I think it's crazy to think that the cost of doing business with a dime, the cost of doing business to have a bad wife is half your money. I refuse to believe that that's a sound investment. One of my homeboys told me this is the soundest investment that a man can make. What y'all think about that? Okay, Carmel Sweet said it's a 90-day waiting period before you can get a divorce in Tennessee, but she was prolonging it, so that's why it took him to. That's weird. If you don't want to be with somebody, why you prolong a situation? That creates angst. That don't ingratiate you to want to work it out. If you don't want to be with somebody, you don't want to be with them. But the only thing I can say is I hope for Travis's sake that this girl really, really loves him, because he's going to be hurt if she ever leaves. With YWG said, with what I've heard about her, she will not. She ain't even giving him peace, and he's taking pictures with executives who have paid big money, corporate money, so that when he wins, they can take pictures with him. Like I said, he was at a gig where he was taking pictures with executives and their families. He took a picture with a black lady, and she said, "Why am I here? What you got me here for?" And he was flustered. And he had to go from this face to this. And he had to do it like 3 or 4 times because she was. And I'm not being funny when I say this. And I want to understand this. It seems to me that some of these other nationalities, that the daughter is marrying a black man. Why the girl's brother got to be around all the time? Same thing with Young Jeezy when he was married to the little Chinese lady. Her brother was always around. Her brother was always around. Jeezy was like, "Man, can this go home? I want to be with my wife. Why's this dude sitting? Why your brother sitting on my couch? Look, my couch with his shoes and socks off, twiddling his feet together, looking at me. Go home. Why is her brother at the Heisman ceremony sitting on the couch? What's up with this? The brother got to be there with her. Man, tell that go home. Man, where my family? Bring one of my family members. Okay, okay. A B C D E F G H I said if she wanted the bag, she could get it right now. She already got the bag. People complaining. She already got the bag. She controls the finances. I mean, she don't need to wait. What's the common? Hold on. I don't think they can be common law A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. And the reason I say I don't think they can be common law is they lived in 2 different states. I don't know if she was in Jackson State with him, but they left Tennessee and then they went to Colorado. I think you have to be in the same domicile for 7 years. I don't think that's like we go here and we go here and we go here. I don't think they recognize like that. I could be wrong, but I don't think they recognize like that. Van said right, but somebody had to live in Tennessee. Yep. And I think there was Carmel Sweet's brother's ex-wife. YWG said he need to learn to leave at home. Maybe. It wasn't an argument. She simply asked him a question. Okay. Okay. Squirt Mama's laughing in the background. YWC now, YWG said, "No, Van, that is an excuse. She needs to learn how to read the room and and play her role." Hold on, man, you know a whole lot, man. How you know all this info, Van? Both their families are really close. They're always around. I mean, I bet her family would always be around. He got the bag like that. But I'm partial. I'm not partial. So I'm not partial. I feel for this young man. It's hard enough for a regular man to find love, somebody that really loves him. It's got to be exponentially harder to find real love when somebody know you about to be a billionaire. It's hard. So let's just hope. Let's just hope that Travis has the right support group around him, the right people in his corner that are going to help him make these decisions. And sometimes people just need to leave people alone. Sometimes people just need to leave people alone. And I mean, the part of growing up is making mistakes and learning not to make the same mistake. Now, if it comes out that she wasn't the right woman, so be it. You are greater to have loved than to have never loved at all. So he'll be a greater person for this either way. Pockets might be a little bit shorter, but yeah, everybody loves somebody. Let's just hope that everybody out there made the right choices in who they choose to love. And we know that most of the people that are saying something to him probably ain't even in a relationship or have failed relationships before him. Maybe that's why they're so invested and they want to tell him, take your time. But yeah, Trap, take your time, young man. There's no reason to rush to the altar. If she loved you, she will be there and you marry her when you are ready. But it's nobody's place to tell you how to live your life, what woman to have in your life, and who you should love. But people just want you to have the best. And I think that you're looking at it like people are coming down on you. But people aren't really coming down on you. They just want you to make the right decisions. Even though they didn't make the right decisions, because real wisdom is leading someone to a better outcome than yours. With that being said, this